Look around. You see it too, don't you? Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Daycare on the corner, sign still hanging straight. Painted windows, locked doors, ain't seen a kid in 8 months, years, don't matter. The story stayed the same. Owner put up in a rose, couldn't tell you one kid's name. Clinic down the block, I died, was posted on the glass. 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, but nobody walking past. Waiting rooms a ghost town, receptionist a myth. But the billing department running like they working double shifts. I watch from my window, I see the patterns form. Phantom kids, phantom patients, phantom keeping warm. While the money leaves the building before the ink is even dry. Minnesota cold outside, but the wire's running hot to Dubai. Empty chairs, full of counts. Paper patients, real amounts. Closed doors, open fraud, stealing from the sick. Think it's slick, but we see y'all. Empty chairs, full of counts. Paper patients, real amounts. Rolls Royce, offshore touch. Phantom Billin, real life. Let me trace it for you, show you how the pipeline flows. Shell company in Delaware, that's the first place that it go. Then it bounced to an account where the regulators sleep. Dubai Marina, Lagos, concrete penthouse, 40 stories deep. Medicaid paid out $1 million for some therapy that never was. Kids that don't exist, getting treatment just because. The codes keep clearing and the artists running slow. And every day they waste another day, the money grows. Rolex on the wrist of a man who never filed a single real report for a single real child. Health clinic got a tax ID and nothing else inside but a folding chair, a disconnected phone, and a whole lot of pride. Empty chairs, full of counts. Paper patients, real amounts. Closed doors, open fraud, stealing from the sick. Think you slick, but we see y'all. Empty chairs, full of counts. Paper patients, real amounts. Rolls Royce or short tie. Phantom Billin, real life. Mrs. Johnson's 83. Been waiting on a referral since July. But her Medicare's been maxed out. By a clinic she ain't never stepped inside. Her grandson needs a specialist, but the system says he's already been seen by a doctor in a building with a waiting room. It's never ever been clean. That's the cost you never count. That's the blood that never spills. That's the violence done in silence through the paperwork and bills. Now let me run it down, every count and every charge. Wire fraud, mail fraud, conspiracy at large. False claims submitted, false statements to the feds. False identities, false addresses, false overhead. Every billing code of fiction, every patient made an error. Every diagnosis fabricated with professional care. You thought the system was your piggy bank, thought nobody was watching. But the task force got assembled, then the warrants started dropping. Every wire we traced back, every account we froze. Every asset that you purchased with the money that you stole. That condo overseas, that car you thought was clean. Every single transaction documented on the screen. You played it smart for years, kept your circle real tight. But somebody started talking on a Tuesday night, and now the whole thing's crumbling. Every wall is closing in. This ain't the end of the investigation, it's the end of everything you've been. You've been messing around. Now it's time to find out. Patience worn out to the bone. Task force form, you ain't alone in the scope anymore. We see the daycare, we see the clinic door, we see the roads, we see the watch, we see the why. And your whole operation about to catch fire. Crime